What's up, everybody? This is Francis over here from Playeressence.com, and welcome to another episode of the Playeressence Cross Nintendo vidcast. And we're going to go ahead and get right into the content here. But first, I want to make one announcement. Basically, if you're one of those people that's been trolling my website, especially my YouTube, my comment section, you need to stop. If you don't like Nintendo, don't watch these shows. Unsubscribe if you subscribe, and basically stop trolling the other commenters in the section below just because you're wasting your time. Because I'm just going to start deleting and blocking people. I'm just going to start blocking IPs. I'm just going to start deleting comments that are considered troll worthy. So don't waste your time. Go on Blackbound's channel and do it. Go on somebody else's channel. Shokio's channel got tons of trolls on there. You might want to go on his channel, Dr. Trey's channel. Go on there and troll Nintendo fans there, because that's not happening on this channel. I don't care about how many views I get or not. I don't want you to come back to my channel. So just letting you know right now, please get the hell off of my channel. Alright, so let's go ahead and get on with the show now that we got that out of the way. Alright, we got some new original content on Playeressence.com with Ricard Giuliani. He's my new writer I have on the site. And basically he asked the question, would another industry crash be a bad thing? So the industry crashed back in 1983. He's basically writing an article saying, what if that was to happen again? What would the repercussions be? What would be the positive, negatives? It's a really interesting article. You should go check it out when you get a chance. It will be in the description below. Alright, so next we're going to move on to the Nintendo News Desk. The Nintendo News Desk is the best Nintendo news for the week. And Call of Duty Ghost was announced for the PS3, Xbox 360, and PC, but there was no Wii U version announced, as well as no Xbox 720 and PS4 version. But this is what Activision had to say on a Call of Duty version for the Wii U. We don't have any news for the Wii U at this time, as we aren't dating next generation platforms yet. Stay tuned. So in that, it seems like Activision does consider the Wii U a next generation system, unlike EA and a lot of trolls on the internet don't consider it next generation. But I guess they're looking at it just basically from a time value. It is the successor to the Wii, so it is therefore next generation, and it is stronger than the Xbox 360 and PS3, and does offer new things that those systems don't do. So yeah, you can go ahead and lump it in there as next generation. I'm glad Activision said this, and hopefully the game is really good, because it is going to be using a new engine. So that's something to look forward to. The old Call of Duties, all the Call of Duties that come out every single year have been using the same engine. This one's got a brand new one, so it's pretty cool. Hopefully the game is good. Next, we are going to move on to The Legend of Zelda: A Link to the Past 2 will feature a light and dark world. Eiji Aonuma has basically said in an interview that the game will feature that similar mechanic as what we saw in The Legend of Zelda: A Link to the Past. But of course this one's going to be a little bit different just because of the new mechanic of being able to turn into like a drawing on a wall and move. That can bring up some really cool puzzles in a light and dark world. So hopefully we get to see a lot more at E3 or at the Nintendo Direct before E3. Alright, next, Atoy, the creator of the Mother series, or Earthbound here in America, has said that Mother 4 is impossible. And he didn't give a reason why. He just said on Twitter, when a fan asked him, hey, is there any chance that we can get Mother 4? He just said impossible. So you never know what's going to happen. We never thought Mother 2 or Earthbound 1 would ever come to the US or to Europe. It never was released there, and it did. So hopefully something happens. Maybe there's a remake on Wii U. Maybe somebody else makes Mother 4. Alright, next article here. We're going to go ahead and get into the Japanese media crate charts, and this is the best-selling software and hardware for the week. And the Tomodachi Collection from Nintendo is dominating the charts with over 144,000 units sold in the past week, with a grand total of 549,761. So it is basically just raking in the dough for Nintendo right now. It's kind of like a Sims type deal, but with your Mii. It seems pretty cool, but I don't think it'll ever get released in the Western territories. But that's good for Nintendo that they do have that game coming in, because we all know they need the extra money. Next, we got some Luigi's Mansion still rolling in at number 3. And right now, length of the day, Luigi's Mansion is at 596,155 units sold. So it's closing in on 600,000. And plus, as far as worldwide goes, it's already over 1.2 million. So Luigi's Mansion is a breakout hit for the 3DS. And hopefully Nintendo gets a sequel going for the Wii U at some point. Alright, and Animal Crossing debuts at number 6, Animal Crossing New Leaf, and that game is ridiculous because at this point now, it has sold over 31 million units in Japan alone. Physical retail copies. That does not count the digital copies, which is over 600,000 units. No, actually 800,000 units for Animal Leaf New Crossing. So they have almost 4 million units in Japan alone. This game is going to be huge as soon as it, comes to the Americas and it comes to Europe. So I mean, it could easily break 10 million units in its entire life. So that's crazy. And the final game that we're going to talk about here is New Super Mario Bros. 2, which did very respectable amount. It was number 20, so it wasn't very high on the list, but it's an older game, so the fact that it's still up on the list here is very impressive. And the game is sold back on the date over 2 million units, just physical only. They've had at least 500,000 as far as digital sales go. So Nintendo, and this is just Japan, so Nintendo is raking in the dough with New Super Mario Bros. 2, and it's a classic game, great game to play in short spurts. I really like it. I have the game myself too. Alright, so let's go ahead and let's move on to the hardware sales. And once again, the 3DS LL, which is called the XL in America, is dominating the charts. Over 37,000 units sold, and if you combine that with the regular DS, over 17,000 units sold, for well over 50,000 units for the week, beating the Vita by almost 30,000 units. Yeah, by almost 30,000 units. The Vita pulled in 21,000 units, almost 22. The PS3 is still holding steady with over 14,000 units. The Wii U's right around 8,200 units, or 8,262 to be exact. So the Wii U's hanging in there with zero software. And then we got the PSP at 7,500 units, the Wii at 1,600 units, which actually went up from last week's total. And the Xbox 360 is blazing the charts with 490 units. I mean, I'm just waiting for the day that the Xbox 360 sells 360 units in Japan for the week. That would be just cool, just seeing 360. Yeah. Lame joke, I know. So let's go ahead and move on. Alright, so Nano Assault EX and Nano Assault Neon, these are some pretty cool games from the developer Shine. Those are on sale on the Wii U eShops for the 3DS and for the for the 3DS and for the Wii U eShop. I recommend Nano Assault Neon for the Wii U eShop. Great game, 30% off. It's actually cheaper than the 3DS version, so you can pick that up for $6.99 on the Wii U eShop. Definitely go get it. I've been playing it 60 frames per second. You can switch playing from the TV to the gamepad on the fly. Really cool leaderboards, all of that good stuff. It is a great game. Looks fantastic, great graphics. I definitely suggest picking up Nano Assault Neon, especially for the price of $6.99. And remember that the sale does end May 9th, so that's next week. So hurry up and get it. Alright, probably one of the biggest news of the week was Retro Studios is planning to unveil their new project in the not so distant future, and that is quotations on that. Nintendo's Hiro Yamada has told the official Nintendo magazine that Nintendo is hoping to share Retro's secret Wii U project in the not so distant future. So, I mean, could that be a Nintendo Direct right before E3 for us? Could that be after E3? I mean, who knows? I'm banking on a Nintendo Direct right before E3, just like how they unveiled Xenoblade and Shin Megami and all those cool Wii U games they revealed back in January. So I'm definitely thinking they're going to reveal Retro's new project, and I'm hoping and I'm praying that it's Metroid 4 or it's some type of Metroid game that really pushes the Wii U's hardware, or maybe even Star Fox. I've been hearing a lot of people say that they want that. So we will know soon. E3 is coming up, and I'm pretty sure Nintendo has a nice Nintendo Direct lined up for us. Alright, next story. Satoru Iwata has basically said that the reason why Wii U first-party games are being delayed is because they required, quotations, more development resources than expected, which is, that is to be expected because these are big games, these are HD games, these are games that Nintendo wants to be perfect and have plenty of content. Some of them, like Pikmin 3, don't have online play, so you have to make sure there's a ton of stuff in there. You have to make sure you polish it up because, like I said before, Nintendo isn't Bethesda. Nintendo isn't, they're not those companies. They don't go out there and release a game that's basically broken or really glitchy and then want to patch it over the next, few weeks and sometimes even months just to get it working. Nintendo likes to make sure their games work as good as possible. There's not a lot of glitches and, bugs and things like that. I know that sometimes they're not always perfect, like I've said, but for the most part, they're usually pretty good with making sure there's no glitches. So we're just going to have to wait, but in the meantime, there's stuff like Monster Hunter. There's definitely good games out there. Runner 2, I suggest getting some indie games in this time. So Nano Assault, Runner 2, games like that. You should go pick those up and play those in the meantime while Nintendo gets their big first-party titles ready. Alright, next, speaking of big first-party titles, or actually second-party, but Nintendo exclusives. The Wonderful 101 Hideki Kamiya, he is the creator of that. He also created Bayonetta and lots of other great games. He has basically said that the Wonderful 101 is going to focus on being more fun than it is going to have game length. And after playing the Wonderful 101 at the E3 experience in Los Angeles, I mean, I can definitely see how the game is really fun, and I can see how there's going to be tons of replay value in the game. So I don't think it's going to be a very long game either. I think it's probably going to be like probably 5 to 8 hours, somewhere in that range, depending on difficulty or whatnot. But you're going to be able to go back in there, replay, get different, better scores, better ranks on missions, unlock new scenarios. So people that were freaking out saying, "Oh, I'm not going to get the game now because it's going to be too short." Don't worry about it. Platinum Games, they know what they're doing. They know how to put their replay value into their games, just like Bayonetta and a lot of their other games. So I wouldn't worry about it. The game is wonderful. I played it, and it's even going to get better from that. It was an E3 build that I played. It's even going to get better from that E3 build. So I cannot wait to actually see that game and get it on my Wii U and play it whenever the game comes out. We don't know the release date yet. All right, so that basically ends the Nintendo news desk. We're going to go ahead and move on to my EA rant because I'm pissed off at EA. They suck. I really do hate EA, and the reason why I do is because the news broke that the Wii U is not going to be getting Madden 25, which is fine. EA doesn't want to release Madden on the Wii U for whatever reason. That's okay. But it's what came next that really just made me mad. And what they said was, when describing why it's not coming on the Wii U, they said, "We have a great relationship with Nintendo." They said that. They said some other stuff like, "Oh, well, we look forward to working with them in the future." But they said, "We have a great relationship with Nintendo." They even said a strong relationship with Nintendo. Really? EA, you guys have a strong relationship with Nintendo. Like, why would anybody think that? Why would Wii owners don't think that? I mean, do you think we're stupid? Does EA think that we're dumb? I mean, this company has insulted all of our intelligence enough. Like, when is enough enough is enough? I mean, I have a PS3 and 360, and I'm probably gonna have a PS4. I'm not gonna buy EA's games. EA is so stupid. This is gonna hurt their bottom line. They think that, oh well, we don't need Nintendo fans. We're gonna do what we did to Sega, and Sega's gonna die. That's stupid. Wii U fans, people who have bought the Wii U have other systems. They're not going to buy your stuff. This is going to hurt your sales no matter what. This is going to hurt your sales, EA. And the more stupidity you speak, the further, the bigger hole you just dig yourself in. Like, EA, you guys are fake. You guys are fraudulent, delinquent. I hate you guys. Even your own fans hate you guys. Seriously, you guys need to get your act together, or you guys are going to end up like THQ. I mean, seriously, next gen, you guys are going to end up like THQ. It's not going too good for you guys right now, and you guys don't have a lot of stuff going for you. So that's the end of my rant, but I'll just say this: EA, you guys really just suck. I mean, I hope you guys can turn it around, but if you work at EA right now, I'm not trying to wish that you don't have a job, but I just say start applying to other places because EA is a sinking ship. So we'll see. All right. So that basically wraps up the show for today. I'm sorry for it being late, but I just had some camera problems, had some power director problems, but I got that all situated. So I want to just point your attention to the description below. Make sure you check out the website. From there you can follow the link to Riccardo Giuliani's article, and you can also follow the link to a lot of these different articles that I talked about today. Go on Playeressence, check it out, sign up for the comment section. So sign up for the intense debate or the WordPress, and go ahead and start commenting on there. We have a cool reputation system where you gain points, and you can also use the punch tab that's on the right to redeem those points for like Starbucks gift cards and restaurant.com gift cards, all sorts of stuff. So check that out when you get a chance. Make sure you like us on Facebook. That will also be in the description below because that helps us get content to you guys faster and more efficient. All right, so that pretty much wraps it up. I'm Playeressence Francis. Thanks for watching, and we will see you guys next time.